Hello!
All right. Not bad.
We're getting there. I say that every week.
We do. That's why I was hoping we weren't just going to not say anything, like, break up the system.
It's just, we all say hello, and we all just...
silence.
Stare at each other in the screen.
Never say anything.
Yeah.
Let's just do a total 20 minutes of just silence.
Never say never.
Nothing.
Just
I hate
stare
myself.
into the souls of the viewers.
Why not? We could do that.
And then I just put in the description box at the bottom, like, if you can't hear the audio, something must be wrong with your headphones. So.
Oh, that'd just be mean. So I know what we're doing for April Fool's Day.
That's brilliant, actually.
That is.
Welcome back to your friendly pranksters, apparently, Nerdmageddon.
Welcome back to Nerd News.
Yeah. I'm Corey.
I'm Simon.
I'm Corbett.
Kenzie.
Molly!
And we've got some fun stuff in store for you guys. It's going to be a labyrinth of news.
Oh.
That actually, I will give you credit for that one. That was actually pretty good.
You don't deserve credit for that. That was boring. That was boring.
You haven't had as many puns, so it's kind of refreshing to hear you get back to them. So
I was feeling great at not hearing any puns for a while.
That's because you haven't reached the saturation level. When you've been with her for like 3 years, then you reach the point where you actually
yeah.
Unusual if you don't hear them.
Well,
right, I need socks. Hold on one sec.
It is cold.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is. Yeah, I'm freezing. It's fine.
Well, Kenzie's getting back on the right foot. We have a Labyrinth sequel coming out.
I'm sad because David Bowie can't be in it.
Yeah. Death tends to put a damper on future events.
I mean, usually. There have been a few times with bit parts where they've worked around it.
Princess Leia.
Hopefully that doesn't
Patrick Seymour Hoffman.
The guy who
Princess
put
Leia
your potato head.
Honestly, Simon, they did a good job, I think, with putting her in there. So,
my reason is just I hate the way they rewrote the character.
Yeah,
so stupid.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway,
excuse me as I jettison through space.
Okay, I wasn't referring to the Mary Poppins scene. That was pretty bad. But Corey, I'm curious. Is Guillermo del Toro coming back for Labyrinth? Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's Pan's. I'm thinking of Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, the person who did Labyrinth, I think, was the same person who did Neverending Story.
Mm-hmm. Right. So wrong director. My bad. So.
I think it's Jim Henson.
Jim Henson.
Yeah.
He's long gone.
Yeah, but I mean, they did do a Dark Crystal series,
which was fantastic. Fantastic.
I haven't seen it yet, just because my girlfriend is terrified of birds and she will freak out and vomit at the sight of the Skeksis.
I know what I'm geekamending then.
I'm not. I've never watched Labyrinth. Fun fact.
Me neither.
You need to.
Me neither.
I need to. I know I need to. I've heard so many good things, and there's so many pop culture references I don't get because of it.
I guess Nerdmageddon movie night when we get back then, watch Labyrinth. Then.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna add that to like the list of things we have to do. But first, you have to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Corbett, you're
I
the
know.
only one in this group.
The references and memes have been popping up on Facebook in much greater variety, and I'm just thinking, like, this looks like it's a really great show, but
it's an amazing show.
I am currently rewatching it. I cannot tell you how many parts I've just been like, they were geniuses. This is so good.
We finished it like last week.
I sent Simon and Kenzie a TikTok where this guy was acting like he was hearing about the coronation of Prince Zuko. He's like, man, it's Lee from the tea shop. He's going to be the Fire Lord.
Okay, no. That reminds me. I saw this thing, and I know we're super off topic, but just real quick. Someone was like, they made this post, and they were like, okay, but imagine Zuko taking a break from being the Fire Lord to work at the tea shop, and someone recognizing him and going, wait, aren't you the Fire Lord? And him being like, oh no, you've caught me. I kidnapped the Fire Lord and took his place. Oh no.
The favorite thing I have sent out so far is before 2020, and it's the guy with the cabbages. And then it's the 2020, and it's a picture of
Yay.
Aang. I sent it in the group chat, so I know you've all
Yes.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, on the topic of Netflix series making a revival, not sure how I'm feeling about this one. Chronicles of Narnia. Netflix got the rights to it.
I'm excited for this because I think that the problem with the movies is that they were focusing way too much on making it
Dependencies?
look. Yeah, they're like, hey, we're gonna make this look really good,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Mhm.
well, sure, it's great if it looks good, but this is not a series that is meant for movies. This is a series that is, it's like Percy Jackson. It's got to be
A TV show.
a TV show.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, I think they did a good job with Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think Disney did a great job doing
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
The
Like
start
that-
Great
scene
movie.
at the end is one of the best battle charge scenes in movie history. I think it's
It's
up there
iconic.
with the best.
Lord of the Rings is better.
I didn't say it was the best. I said it's one of the best.
I know. I'm just saying, making
Uh-huh.
sure everybody knows that Lord of the Rings is better.
Charge of the Rohirrim is almost makes me cry every time. So
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
it's also proving that Disney would actually know how to CGI realistic lions that can show emotion.
that was the first
Yeah.
time I saw a realistic lion CGI'd, and it still like blows me away. And ever since then, I was like, look, it's Aslan. Every time I saw another one in another movie. It was
Yeah.
so good.
No, and it's really cool. I'm really glad because they're doing all 7 books, I believe.
They are starting from the beginning again. I was
Mhm.
wondering
Yeah.
about
They're
that.
starting with The Magician's Nephew, which is the
Yeah.
original first book.
Yes.
Ooh, that's
That'll be
gonna be
interesting.
good.
I'm curious about how this is going to turn out because to me, like Georgia Henley, that is Lucy, Anna Popplewell, that is Susan.
True.
So it's going to be really hard for me to see those roles filled by other people.
As long
Yeah,
as they bring
that
back
is
Liam
true.
Neeson for Aslan, because he was like a perfect Aslan voice, in my opinion. I think it's
Yeah.
amazing. So just bring him back.
Just take all the bits of Aslan, like standalone from the Disney.
Exactly.
Oh,
Just,
no,
just bring back Liam Neeson's voice, please.
yeah.
Honestly-
I mean, I'm super excited. I ended up reading the book The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for a project back in high school because I was supposed to read a book of a movie I never saw, but I didn't feel like actually having to look and watch another movie. So I just did The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the books a lot, and I really like C.S. Lewis's writing.
hmm
So I'm excited to see how they're gonna turn this into a show. So it makes me very excited.
I think they could do it. I think they kept it like short, maybe obviously a season per book. That'd be the best way to do it. And maybe if I don't know if they could get away with having a couple episodes that are long, or if they would go the route of like 30-minute episodes and they have like
An
12.
hour-long episode every season.
Yeah, if an hour-long episode per season, maybe they could do that and have like 3 episodes ish.
Like Sherlock.
Yeah, like Sherlock. I don't know. I personally thought the movie did really well in the time constraints, especially for Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. I thought that one, the way the story is written out and the way the movie portrayed it, I thought it was perfect. They had to add a couple things, but I thought it added to the story. But the other ones, I do feel like they were constrained for time. So I feel like basically what I'm saying is I think some stories would work really well in the longer TV constraints, while other ones I don't think needed that much time. So it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Like Voyage of the Dawn Treader, that needs to be episodical. Like the way the book is written out is almost episodical. So
Absolutely.
Bring back the original Heaven Sea actors as like older versions of characters.
Absolutely.
maybe they'll do that for Last Battle when they are older.
Oh.
Sure.
I will say that is what I am saddest about by them doing a new like series and stuff is I love the Pevensey children and their actors.
They were
They're just
really
so
perfect.
good.
They were so
We grew
perfect.
up with them. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
We did.
And they the one thing I loved about those actors is that they all had that chemistry and they were all siblings, like on and off set. Like
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
actual siblings, but they were all like
They acted that way.
really close.
And
Yeah.
they also, despite being different actors and not related, they looked like they could be related too. Because
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
in shows and stuff, or movies, when they cast siblings, you're like, okay, you're siblings. You don't really look it, but sure.
Like you have the same hair
Yeah.
color, but that's it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then they the way they acted, their appearances were similar enough. It just really worked really well.
Well, and it was so cool because they all had different colored of hair too.
That's true.
Because you have
mean,
the oldest
They
was
did, didn't
blonde.
they?
The oldest is blonde. The oldest sister was a dark brown hair. Well, Lucy had light brown hair, and then the youngest brother had like really, really dark brown hair.
Lucy had red hair.
Oh, red hair. Sorry.
It only
was
really
like
came through as red and
reddish brown.
Yeah, it was
in
like
Lion
a
the Witch and the Wardrobe,
bronze.
it wasn't obvious that it was red.
Yeah, it was like auburn, and then it got lighter, like redheads tend to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure we've all heard the headcanon where the Pevensie siblings are actually the founders of Hogwarts. And speaking of Hogwarts,
They are.
Fantastic Beasts, a new movie coming out 2021.
Oh yeah, November. I don't want to look it up on my. I don't. I don't
November. It just says November 2021. It doesn't say.
Yeah. But with how Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts movies is, it's either going to be a couple days after my birthday or a day before, because it's never on my birthday because I can't ever have that apparently.
Maybe it'll take the place of being the December release, since Star Wars won't be taking that seat anymore, at least for the next year or two. So,
popular opinion: the new Harry Potter content is garbage.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not good. I think that
2 movies.
What do you mean?
It creates more plot holes. That's what it does.
Oh, Fantastic Beasts does?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But like, have you seen the creatures? Like, they're very cute.
It looks
awesome. It would be fine if the movies were focused on the creatures, but no, they've gone off and done something weird.
The second one definitely got away from it. The first one I thought had a nice blend of
the first one was great,
but the second one it did seem to veer off away from it. Like,
yeah, the first one was great. The second, it's getting too much into plot. It's getting too much into history, and it's like, it's nothing terribly wrong with that. It's just J.K. Rowling needs to make up her freaking mind on how she wants things to be. Like, congratulations, you have built this entire world. It's really cool, but now you got to stick with it and can't keep changing everything when something new comes around. Like, oh, like LGBTQ communities, like, oh yeah, these people were totally gay.
That wasn't necessary.
No, that's not my issue. Here's my issue, and this is something really stupid. Dumbledore's appearance. So
I know where this is going.
Okay, so first of all, he went from like nice tailored suits, very 1920s, to robes reminiscent of 20.
I remember seeing that. It's like, I want to know what time in Dumbledore's mind he thought it was a good idea to switch from very stylish suits to literally archaic robes.
Also, here's another thing. Here's one that's a little more plot holy for me with Dumbledore's appearance. So in Crimes of Grindelwald and all the stuff, he's a strapping young man, like late 20s, early 30s, but it's only like 5 years later, I think, that he like goes to see Tom Riddle, like the original Voldemort.
He looks very happy.
He looks like he's in his 50s and 60s. Mm-hmm. So that's my big issue: is how old was he?
He went through a lot of stress. Okay, Corey. Cut the guy.
Also, in the books, he always wears crappy clothing. Well, by crappy, I mean like
robes.
You would never, ever, ever, ever see anyone wear it, because in the books, it describes him when he goes to see Tom Riddle as in like a magenta suit or something. Like, it's pretty much purple. So like,
he has no taste, basically.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Fantastic Beasts, they were just like, what if we made you look hot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the 100% mindset they wanted to go for. Let's make Dumbledore attractive.
Yeah, it's
there's just too many plot holes.
I don't think that we need a third Fantastic Beasts, let alone did we need a second one.
Yeah.
Well, they should have just changed the name.
The first one was really good. The second one, the name change would have helped out a lot. But after the second one, with the plot hole it was, if they didn't make a third one, that'd be a lot of people like demanding, like, what the heck, what did you set up? What is going on? What's going to happen next? So they kind of have to now. They really should have stopped after the first one, though.
They really should.
Yeah.
Also,
it's a good movie on its own. I thought it was a great standalone movie. It let us see the American side of the Wizarding world, which I loved seeing.
That was pretty cool.
Also,
yeah.
Can I just say, I really hate Newt Scamander's and Tina's relationship. It is too forced.
It was.
I thought you were just gonna say you hate Newt Scamander, and I was gonna throw hands.
No, he is my baby. That is like, I love Newt. Like, he is a fellow Hufflepuff, and I love him. But like, his relationship with Tina is way too forced. Like, they couldn't have just left it with like Jacob and Queenie. Like, that was pure. But then the theirs just feels way too forced, and it feels very forceful on the screen, and it's not natural with the actors.
Yeah, no.
Would any relationship though work with the way that Newt's portrayed? Because he just feels like he's too awkward to actually ever fall into an actual relationship.
I mean, it would if they took time to let it grow instead of just being like, oh, you guys are a couple now because you're supposed to be a couple in the future.
Yeah, but like the one that grew that like was really that they did in the first movie that was beautiful was like Jacob and Queenie, and that was very fast, but it like felt more natural, and it just feels like the actors are forcing it. And
it's a worse romance than movie Harry and Ginny. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of appeared, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
I didn't super like it in the books, but the movies was just worse. Because in the books, it was weirdly done in terms of Harry figuring out his feelings.
It was definitely like a background thing where he's like, I'm supposed to save the world. Also, I'm into redheads.
Your sister's hot. So like, but then you have like Ron and Hermione, and theirs is pretty good.
Was from the beginning, like it was like theirs was a perfect build, I think. Then again, I'm the type of guy, I've only seen the movies, I've never read the books, so
the books do a pretty good job too, because I mean, the way Ron is written, you can tell that he likes her from the first moment they meet.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron's funnier in the books.
Ron is funnier in the books.
Ron is funnier.
And Harry's a lot more sassy in the books too. So
he is.
Yes. But we have more stuff we need to talk about. More TV series happening. Kingdom Hearts is apparently in the works at Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is looking into picking up a Kingdom Hearts series, which I think is a very interesting thing to do. For those who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is basically, if I remember correctly, it's a combination of basically Final Fantasy and Disney mixed together. Yeah. And I'm not a player of the game, but having listened through the pipeline through our many Nerdmageddon episodes, past episodes that talk about Kingdom Hearts, and we have at least 5, if not more, that cover it.
Yeah.
And the little bits I've heard, it's convoluted as crap. The plot basically means convenience, like, oh, this is a cool idea, let's do that, which I've heard is kind of how Final Fantasy is too.
It depends on what game you're talking about, because Final Fantasy VII, masterpiece, it's beautiful.
Which I'm guessing why it's got a remake. So
yeah, Final Fantasy 15, no, that one you're like.
Anyway, so them going Kingdom Hearts, I almost feel like I don't want to say it's them riding off of Marvel's coattails, because they did the whole combined worlds thing, and it's a little late for them to ride off those coattails. But that's basically what Kingdom Hearts is. It's a massive conjoined universe of all the Disney stories and all that, with a Final Fantasy thread, like barely holding them all together.
See, I think it could actually, like, the whole, it's for convenience, could work really well for them.
I would think if they would do it, though, I think, again, this might be a hot take because I don't play the games and all that, I think it'd be more interesting if the main character isn't Sora, kind of make him someone who pops up between episodes to kind of keep the continuity between the episodes, but don't make him the primary focus. Maybe make it almost more anthology based than straight storyline, so that way they could have a little bit more freedom to go around with the convoluted nature of Kingdom Hearts, as well as start a new storyline, because I feel like they could do that due to how convoluted Kingdom Hearts is. But I don't know, I don't play the games, just my idea.
I can see where you're coming from, but Sora is such a big character in the series. Like, he's got to be the main character, because if he's not, like, it's not going to make any sense regardless.
I guess it's not Kingdom Hearts then.
Yeah.
Well, I think, and again, I don't play the games, but I think what could be really cool and kind of work in Disney's favor is if, like, each episode is kind of like a standalone episode, but like there are little bits and pieces that like kind of pull together, so that way they can be like, convenience sake. He's singing with Elsa now, but he's gonna go off and fight, Captain Hook in like 2 episodes. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, Corey. So, yeah,
Okay.
you worded it a little bit better, I think. So.
Yeah, I think if they do that with Sora, it will be fine. I think Disney has the resources. Whether they should be doing it or not, we'll see. Video games to screen, like television movies, doesn't always translate.
Never jumped to a TV series yet. I know there are future plans for several game series, but up to this point, has it happened yet? I know it's jumped over in movies, but TV series hasn't done it yet.
So I don't know much about if it's being based off the video games, but there is a manga of Kingdom Hearts,
which actually does tie a lot of the games together.
Maybe that's what they would do then, base it off the manga series.
Well,
I also thought there was just a regular book series.
Yeah.
Well, like take the Witcher series, for example. They're doing it based off of the books.
Oh, Witcher, that's a video game, that's a TV series.
Yes, but they're doing the TV series, they're basing it off of the books, not the video games.
Which is actually usually a good idea. I remember watching something that was like talking about one reason why video game movies and stuff fail, and it's because fans of the games are used to being in control of the character. So when they're watching something where they don't have that control, they get thrown out of it and they get frustrated. So if they follow the same world but base it off of another thing that's not the games, I think that'd work better in their favor. So
yeah.
Disney, for the love of God, make it animated. Do not go live action.
Yeah, they're.
I feel like they have to.
Yeah,
I've never played.
I would put them past them if they attempted it. Maybe for fun, you could, since Kingdom Hearts is weird and they jump between worlds, you could have an episode or 2 that goes live action just for the wow factor, but keep the majority of the show.
Here's the thing: there is a live action Kingdom Hearts. It's called Once Upon a Time.
Oh,
I was thinking that.
That's actually very accurate.
I love that TV show.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't do it.
Out of it. I think it was around season 3 I fell out of it.
Oh, yeah, after Frozen, I was done.
I never got to Frozen.
I fell out
before Frozen.
I fell out when they were at Neverland in the whole convoluted Peter Pan thing. It was so confusing.
I love that season. Like, that's the one season that makes the most sense to me because I've seen it so many times.
The episode I fell out on was literally the one where Snow White kills the evil queen's mother to save Rumpelstiltskin. That was the last episode.
Oh yeah, Cora. Yeah.
Okay, but Rumpelstiltskin in that show is awesome. He's he's the best. Like he's what every warlock needs to be. He's the best character.
He's like
he's a Hexblade warlock.
His son is the inspiration for like his voice and hand gestures. Fun fact: the actor, like,
really,
because he was like walking around doing something, and his son like did like this or something, and he's like, "I'm steal that."
Like, I love it.
Keeping right along, we also have to celebrate a long-running TV series, Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the name of the show.
I know.
I've never watched that show.
It's the funniest TV show I've ever seen.
Okay. My absolute favorite episode. I can't remember 2 guys' names. All I know, so there's Danny DeVito and 2 guys. And I don't remember who it was, but it's the 2 guys. They live in a house together because one of the girls is like, you know what? If you can live in a house together for more than 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll pay for your rent.
And they find a convoluted way to do it, and it's so funny. Honestly, the whole series.
Favorite episode.
It's a beautiful series. None of this, not many of the episodes are actually tied together. It's just episodic and it's random stuff every time.
It is.
It reminds me of the Dick Van Dyke Show, and it makes me so happy.
Exactly. It's like the Dick Van Dyke, but on drugs.
Yeah.
And alcoholic. It's incredible.
And show's no longer on Netflix. It makes me so sad.
I know. I think it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. I'm not sure.
Don't quote us on that, guys.
Don't quote me.
As I go and look it up for us.
Yeah.
You know I will be looking it up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. The answer.
If it is, I know what I'm changing my geek recommendation if it is.
But this is historic because it's renewed for a 15th season.
Yeah, that never happens.
Is that that sounds like one of the longest running sitcoms.
It is on Hulu, by the way.
Okay, I gotta
Kinsey almost lost herself.
I'm always losing myself. I have no idea what's going on anymore. And what is life?
Anyway, Simon, you were saying?
Yeah, but so it's been renewed for a 15th season, and if I'm not mistaken, MASH had 20 seasons, 23 seasons.
Yeah,
I should
MASH
know
was
this, but yeah.
Yeah, but MASH is a little different because it was a live recorded series.
MASH
It's Always
is not
Sunny.
The longest running. I just looked
It's not.
It says
Which
the
one
longest
is?
running American. This says specifically multi-camera sitcom is Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I hate that thing. I hate that show so much.
It was good for a while. After a while, it gets stale.
5 seasons. They make me laugh like nothing else. But coincidence. But once Penny cut her hair, quality went down. Coincidence that was when it happened, but it was around that point. So.
But
anyway.
It's Always Sunny. Their formula has never changed. It's always just been situational and, let's put Danny DeVito in this weird situation and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody else is just going to roll with it.
He's the cornerstone of the show?
He's the most recognizable person from the show.
Well,
He is.
Anyway,
him and Charlie Day. And so anyway, I start blasting him. He's got 2 guns. The trash man being birthed from the couch. That was a horrible scene.
Didn't he almost drown on that show though?
Yeah, he fell in the pool and had trouble getting out, and I can't remember. It was he did something after that point. He stopped doing more extreme things after he almost drowned.
I thought it was the Rumham episode where they were literally in the ocean, and
I know
he had a rum ham and he was getting drunk off of eating this massive ham that was soaked in rum, and he was eating it. He was getting drunk in the middle of the ocean. It was really funny. It's really a really good episode. Honestly, it just makes me happy that it's gonna keep coming because it's such a good show.
Yeah.
My parents got mad at me because I had every episode record, so I took up their DVR. And it was right before I left for college.
Nice.
That's not good.
Yeah, no bueno.
Not ideal.
But you know what is bueno? Charity and D&D. So, D&D group actually did a charity, run for charity. Kinsey, you're the one who really wanted to talk about this.
I was.
Oh, Molly, I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. You said my name, and I'm like,
okay, so
too many M's.
True.
That's why my thing says Kenzie. No one uses my actual name.
So
Molly?
as Corbett has pointed out, and as most people know, All Time Low is one of my most favorite bands. I have others. It's just they do things right now that are giving me life. So the lead singer, Alex Gaskarth, started posting a bunch of stuff on Twitter saying that he was going to be doing a D&D live stream for charity. It was him and one of the guys from Walk the Moon.
Basically a whole bunch of artists getting together for this?
Kind of. I don't know some of them, but it looks like there was an artist / D&D influencer, that's what they call her, a comedian, and then someone from The Voice.
Okay.
But so they all got together over something, and they played D&D for charity. It's still up on Twitch if anyone wants to go watch it.
What charity was it for? Do you remember?
I literally just saw it. It was for Direct Relief.
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
One, glad to see D&D is still becoming popular and mainstream.
Yeah.
And two, that people are doing it to do good, especially during the times of the Rona.
Yeah, it's really nice to see and hear that people are using this role-playing game to help others, which is just super nice. I enjoy that.
I'm about to DM one of my first sessions.
Woo!
No.
Snaps all around.
Yep. We were making our characters actually right before the show, so.
Nice.
Nice.
Can we roleplay that my brain makes serotonin?
I think we all do that. We all try and do that.
It means the happy juice, Corbett.
The happy juice in my brain.
I know.
The happy juice in my brain.
You said that.
He was just trying to ignore it because he's just like, I don't want depression in my life. I have never been touched by it.
Depression is not like the pandemic. You don't get it through breathing each other's air.
Oh.
Just imagine, dude. Like, that'd be messed up.
Wells Hall would not be standing, let's be honest. Colleges would topple.
Everybody in Wells Hall would literally just sleep there. That would be what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do that already.
Yeah. Don't tell Leslie.
The best is when you have anxiety and depression because all you want to do is sleep, but your anxiety tells you no.
Yeah.
No sleep, gang.
Yeah. Then you're up at 4:30 in the morning playing Animal Crossing.
Or too much sleep, but then you wake up super early.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, on the whole trend of sadness and role-playing, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be playing some D&D.
My campaign is not that sad.
Syracuse? Syracuse?
Corbett lost an arm.
Okay, listen. It's fun stuff, dude. That's all it is.
No, I'll admit, like, even though I realize that as a halfling I could have re-rolled that nat 1, it's way more fun.
Syracuse.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about Syracuse.
He's not here anymore.
The people we've met.
All right. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. And as always, you nerd it here first.